Are your keywords a bit all over the place? Maybe you've got family holiday, family trip, and trip with family all tagging the same photos. It can get messy really fast. But here's the good news. In this video, I'm going to show you how to bring order to chaos and consolidate those keywords across your whole photo collection. Whether you're using Lightroom, Adobe Bridge, or something more niche, I've got you covered. And stick with me until the end because I'll be sharing a tip to avoid ever having to clean up this mess again. Why keywording matters. Let's start with the basics. Why do keywords even matter? Well, they are like little labels you attach to your photos to describe what's in them. Places, people, events, even moods or colours. When you've got thousands of images, keywords let you find that one photo of your dog at the beach in 2012 without scrolling endlessly. But if your keywords aren't consistent, you're going to have a hard time finding anything. That's why consolidation is so important. Step 1. Audit your keywords. Before we do any tidying, we need to see what we're working with. Start by opening up your photo management software, Lightroom, Adobe Bridge, or even something like Organiser.
Lightroom Classic. In Lightroom Classic, go to the Keyword List panel. You'll see every keyword you've ever applied, and you can download them too. Make sure you are in the Library module. On the right-hand side panel, scroll down to find the Keyword List panel. If it's collapsed, click it to expand it to see all the keywords you have. Then, to download, go to the Metadata menu at the top, select Export Keywords with tags as a CSV or without tags as a TXT. Lightroom will prompt you to choose the location to save your keyword file, and it will export the list, which later you can import into other Adobe apps or keywording tools.
Next, let's talk about Adobe Bridge and what it can and can't do when it comes to reviewing your keywords. If you're using Adobe Bridge to audit your keywords, it's important to know that it only shows keywords that are stored in its internal keyword panel or embedded in the photo metadata. Now, this is where it gets a little bit messy.
Adobe Bridge. If your photos have been keyworded in another program, say Lightroom or Apple Photos, those keywords will often appear in italics in Bridge. That's Bridge's way of saying these keywords exist in the photo, but I don't officially recognize them in my keyword list. You can make those italicized keywords persistent by right-clicking and choosing to Make Persistent, which adds them to the Bridge's internal keyword library, which is meant to tell Bridge to add it to its official list. It doesn't always merge or recognize that keywords across all of your selected files. So you end up with a situation where Bridge is seeing both the original and the new keywords separately, even though they're actually the same, but I'll talk about that later. But when the keywords have been made persistent, you can then download them. So click on the hamburger menu, the 3 horizontal lines at the top right of the keywords panel. Select Export from the drop-down menu. Then it will let you export your keyword structure as a TXT file. Once exported, this is where you often spot duplicates or variations, maybe New York and NYC or birthday and birthdays. Make note of those inconsistencies because we're going to merge and standardize them next.
Step 2. Clean up and consolidate. Once you've audited your keywords and made sense of what's in your collection, the next step is to tidy everything up. This is where the real clarity starts to happen. It's a bit like giving your photo metadata a spring clean, removing the clutter, standardizing your terms, and making it easier to actually use your keywords to find what matters. First things first, check for simple spelling errors. I always find a few. Maybe you've typed beach instead of beach or switched up the spelling of someone's name. In most software, you can just edit the keyword directly to fix those small mistakes. Now, you might have decided during your audit to change your naming conventions. For example, switching from just using first names to a more searchable format like surname and then first name. Go ahead and make those changes across your keyword list by editing the keywords where it appears. This is also a great time to merge similar or duplicate items like vacation and holiday or dog and dogs. Lightroom Classic.
In Lightroom Classic, you have lots of flexibility. In the panel on the right-hand side, you can correct the spelling by right-clicking and selecting to edit the keyword tag and then change the name or spelling. For example, if you decided you want to keep holidays and remove vacation, or you can search for photo tags with vacation using the library filter bar. Select them, apply the keyword, and then remove the vacation from the list. Done, or you can just correct them. But if the word already exists, you can't change the name to the new version. Annoying. You can't just merge them, so there's a little workaround we can do. So bear with me. First, filter the photos containing the keyword you want to get rid of. So in my case, pub signs with an S at the end. Click on the little arrow next to that keyword, and you're now filtering with files with that keyword. Next, apply the keyword that you want it to be. So in my case, pub sign, not signs, by selecting all the images in the view area and ticking next to the keyword you want it to be. Then we need to remove the keyword we don't want anymore by continuing to have all the images still selected and then untick next to the keyword we don't want, so pub signs. All the photos will disappear because I'm filtering on pub signs. Now we have no photos with that keyword, so we can right-click and select delete. A bit complicated, but it works.
Adobe Bridge.
In Adobe Bridge, the process is a little bit different and a bit more manual, but still very doable. First, you can rename any keywords by right-clicking and choosing to rename. If the new name already exists in your keyword panel, Bridge will warn you that the keyword exists and give you the option to merge them. That's super handy if you're consolidating slightly different versions. Now let's talk about those italicized keywords in Bridge. These are what Bridge considers temporary keywords. They've been embedded in photo metadata by software like Lightroom, Photo Mechanic, or even your camera, but they haven't been added to Bridge's internal keyword list yet. To clean these up, start by selecting a photo with an italicized keyword. Then in the keywords panel on the right-hand side, right-click and choose to make persistent. This tells Bridge to officially recognize that keyword and add it to your list. Be aware though, if you do this and already have a similar keyword in Bridge, but maybe capitalized slightly differently or with a hyphen, you could end up with duplicates. That is why this cleanup step is essential. Once the keyword is persistent, you can rename it, merge it, and manage it like any other. I recommend working through your italicized entries and then deciding whether to make them permanent, or if you already have a preferred keyword in that place, just replace them with your selected photos and delete the temporary version. Another trick I like to use is the filter panel over on the left-hand side. This is great for spotting duplicates or similar keywords across your photos. For example, let's say you've used pub sign and signs, or America and USA. Filter your photos by America to see all the items tagged with that keyword, and then in the keyword panel, add in the correct one, so pub sign or USA. Once that's added, you can safely remove the one that you don't want. Just like that, you've merged your keywords.
Keep going through your list, working through other common duplicates like holiday versus vacation, mum versus mom. Think about what terms are going to help you find things more easily in the future and simplify your list accordingly. This cleanup step can feel a little bit repetitive, but trust me, it's worth it. Once everything is consolidated and consistent, your photo searches will be faster, more accurate, and a lot less frustrating. Just make sure you stick to a naming convention that works for you. Maybe all locations start with place and events start with event. The more consistent you are, the easier it will be to search later. Now, if this is all feeling a little bit overwhelming, don't worry. This is exactly the sort of thing I cover in my Photo Mess Success courses. I walk you through every step to get your collection in order. If you're ready to take control of your photo mess once and for all, then head on over to photomesssuccess.co.uk to find out more. I'll help you build a system that works without the overwhelm. Step 3, use keyword sets or hierarchies. Now that you've done the hard work of tidying up your keywords and consolidating the list, it's time to make your system smarter and easier to maintain. This is where keyword hierarchies come in. Think of this step as giving your keywords a filing cabinet where every label has its proper place.
Lightroom Classic. Let's start with Lightroom Classic, which really shines when it comes to keyword organization. In Lightroom, you can build keyword hierarchies, meaning you can nest related terms under broader categories. It's a bit like folders within folders, but for your metadata. For example, you could have a main keyword called places, and under that you could have a subgroup called USA, and under that you could have things like New York, Miami, or California. It also means that you can search more efficiently. If you want to find any photos of the USA, you can just search for the parent keyword. Or maybe you're only after pictures of New York, just search for that, and you'll still benefit from the structure. You can set these up in the keyword list panel. Just drag one keyword on top of the other to nest it underneath. You can also right-click and select Create Keyword Tag inside if you're building something from scratch. Adobe Bridge. Now let's talk about Adobe Bridge. Bridge doesn't quite have the same structured automatic nesting as Lightroom, but it does allow you to build a hierarchy manually. You are kind of stuck with the default categories, events, people and places. You can build extra groups, but that does require a little bit of coding. But to use them, open up the keywords panel and you'll likely see the keywords grouped under a section like Other. This is where most of your tags land if they haven't been assigned to a specific category. If you want to tidy up and move keywords into those main categories like people, events, or places, all you have to do is drag and drop the keyword from the Others folder or wherever they are into the appropriate section. You can create subcategories under each keyword as well to help with your sorting.
Bridge is not as flexible as Lightroom's system and you can't nest unlimited levels within categories, but it's still incredibly helpful for keeping similar types of tags together. Think of it more like a top-level folder structure. It's a great way to distinguish between what kind of keywords you're applying. Is it a person? Is it a place? Is it a theme or event? Now, one little quirk which Bridge has is that if your keywords come from another program like Photo Mechanic, Lightroom, or your camera, it might just land in other keywords and not behave quite the way you want. You can still move it into the right spot manually, but just keep in mind that Bridge doesn't auto-sort or auto-nest your keywords. So my advice, keep it simple. Stick with broad categories that make sense to you and avoid going too deep. Something like people, mom, dad, kids, places, UK, France, Canada, events, birthdays, holidays, weddings. This keeps your list clean, helps with searching later on, and stops your keyword panel from becoming just another overwhelming mess. And trust me, once you've got even a basic hierarchy in place, future you will be so grateful when you're hunting for that one holiday photo or trying to make an album for your niece's birthday. Step 4, make your keywords portable. This part is super important. If you ever want to move your photos between programs, your keywords need to stay within them. Lightroom and Bridge both let you write metadata to files.
Lightroom Classic. In Lightroom, you can select your photos and then go to the metadata menu at the top and select Save Metadata to File. This embeds your keywords in the photo itself for formats like JPEG and TIFF or a sidecar XMP file for RAW photos. However, note, it will not save metadata to video files. Just doesn't like doing it. Adobe Bridge. In Adobe Bridge, you can choose File and File Info and see the keywords stored in the IPTC core section. These will move the photo as long as they are embedded properly. If you skip this step, you risk losing all of your hard work if you ever change software.
Final tip, create a keywording habit. Now for that game-changing final tip I promised at the start. The best way to keep your keywords consistent in the future is to keyword right away. Yep, treat it like brushing your teeth. After every event or important session, Just take a couple of minutes to tag your photos before they disappear into the digital void. Even just tagging the big ones, who, what, and where, will make a massive difference down the line. Because when life gets busy, and it always does, you'll be so glad you didn't skip the step. So that's how you consolidate your keywords and get your photo collection organized for good. It might feel a little bit of effort up front, but once it's done, you'll be able to find memories in seconds instead of minutes. And that's a win in my book. If you're ready to take your photo organizing to the next level, I've got another video I think you'll love. It's all about using Adobe Bridge Smart Collections to automatically gather your tagged images. You'll find it right here on my channel, so check it out next. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and a share and subscribe for more photo organizing tips. Have fun rediscovering your memories. I'll see you in my next video.